Looking for Foster, little flick on. Carr, yes! So Franz Carr, who's missed a lot of this season with injury, hasn't played since January the 4th in the First Division. Overhead kick was by Nigel Clough, and it fell invitingly for Carr. And Nottingham Forest lead by 1-0. Clough. Oh, that might be a penalty. Jack Ashurst, who got across to get in the tackle. Ashurst's tackle, and Brian Hill, the cup final referee, has already pointed to the spot. Pearce against Mervyn Day, and it's 2-0 to Forest. Well, he's got 6 goals in the league this season, Stuart Pearce. And on the score sheet in this Centenary tournament. Oh, no offside. He's come all the way from the back, Pearce. And is this his second goal? Oh, selflessly, he's put it into the path of Parker, who's just come on as a sub. And it's 3-0 to Nottingham Forest. And it's as easy as pie.
Forest's quarter-final opponents were to be the winners of the game between Blackburn Rovers and Aston Villa. Well, now it's Nottingham Forest's turn again, having put out second division Leeds United somewhat convincingly. They take on Aston Villa, who've led the second division for much of the season, but recently have been giving their manager plenty to worry about. But not today. We trust. It's Villa's corner.
Well, Aston Villa didn't manage to get a goal in the 40 minutes against Blackburn, had to rely on the penalty finish as Birch takes this second corner. The flick on by Evans, there's 2 of them, and they got in each other's way. Aspinall and Stuart Gray, 1 player too many. Fleming, Carr, Rice on the left. Pearce, Carr. And Gallagher's header, but only as far as Fleming. Thompson. Only man forward of him from his own side is Aspinall. Trying to run around Foster and gets in across to Aspinall. Oh, can he keep his feet? Birch is in a good position. Gray. Now Andy Gray. Surfeit of Grays in Villa's side. Stewart and Andy. And Villa get a free kick. And what a pity, certainly from the point of view of a scoring opportunity, that they couldn't get that ball across. Now Gray's there, Birch and Andy Gray. Andy Gray. Well struck. Plenty of power. Aspinall. And that surely will be a foul on the keeper. But he does have an extraordinary ability, this player, Gary Thompson, to jump early and stay in the air. Again, it looked as though he'd gone up far too early for that cross by Stuart Gray. But once he's there, he doesn't seem to come down. Well, Sutton got the benefit of the doubt. Villa might argue that it was marginal. Gary Thompson. Oh, nicely done. Took it and turned. This is Stuart Gray. Gets it back. Opening here, chance for Birch. Gallagher. And a good header. Stuart Gray. Well, Gary Thompson went up as well. They were together, but I rather fear it was Stuart Gray who got his head to it. there's the last 34 seconds ticking off the clock. Neither Forest nor second division Aston Villa have so far managed to create a goal. And it could be yet another sudden death penalty finish to decide a place in the semi-finals. Victory for either of the sides in this quarter-final guarantees the club, remember, at least £30,000. 15 appearance money and 15 if they get to the semi-finals and lose. So there's been plenty to play for, but quite frankly it's been a disappointing encounter. And the whistle goes. Tony Ward of London, the referee, decides that's enough. Couldn't get a goal in normal time, and it'll be penalties to decide. Nigel Spink is the first goalkeeper in the firing line to face the Forest captain Stuart Pearce, who scored with a penalty in Forest's 3-0 defeat of Leeds United. This, remember now, is sudden death. 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Doesn't mess about, Stuart Pearce. And Spink went the wrong way. So now, Villa have to score with this against Steve Sutton. And Alan Evans, their captain, with the responsibility. Oh, and he's missed. Put it wide of the post. Well, poor Alan Evans scored the first penalty for Villa in the shootout against Blackburn, took the first here against Nottingham Forest, and didn't hit the target. He must have missed that far post by about a foot. Well, it can happen to the best. There's probably no more experienced league player on the field in this match than Alan Evans. And if you're going to score, you've got to hit the target. And so it's Nottingham Forest who go through to the semi-final, courtesy of a 1-0 victory over second division Aston Villa.
Muir, the top scorer this season, with 23 goals and having to pass a fitness test this morning. But now they face one of the modern elite, a Nottingham Forest side still hoping to finish as runners-up in the league in this centenary season, and including 8 players who came so close to making it to Wembley in the FA Cup final. With Steve Sutton at the back, probably now one of the top 3 goalkeepers in the first division, yet to concede a goal in his side's 2 matches. Taken by Harvey. Foster had to get up well. Lover. Clough. Turned into the challenge and has lost out. This is Martindale. Still, oh dear. And I'm not sure that he ever really made up his mind what he was going to do, because there were a couple of options open to him. Clough's mistake turned into the challenge. Martindale held the ball in the challenge, took them on, had a player right, a player left, but in the end really wasn't poised for the shot. Vickers to Moore. It's a good forward ball too. Muir in with the shot, hits it well and scores well. That really was a move of great simplicity, carried out to perfection. Oh, I can't believe it. Well, we've changed the sport, we've gone to a scrum, but they all get up smiling. It was a lovely ball that was played forward, and when it came down to Muir, he was always going to have a crack, and he found a good one. From that point onwards, Muir knew if he could get wide, and he got through too. The challenge was not a good one, the shot was. Clough, Webb, Martindale, stride for stride with him. Carr, Moore has been drawn. The pass to Webb, cut out by Martindale. And Martindale is winning that particular contest. He's offering more than the England international. 10 minutes of the second half gone, 20 minutes to play. Still the 4th division side had the lead that they gained in the 12th minute through Ian Muir. Webb. Crosby is forward, pierces the ball. Free kick. I must say that one surprised me. Did not see what Mungle did wrong there at all. One or two in the crowd would seem to take my view rather than that of the referee, because it's what Mr. Applin says that matters. Line of 6 for Forest. Out by Moore. Webb, here's a chance. Again he's wide. Came to Webb from Moore's header. About a yard wide. Looking for Foster. Found his head, but then Harvey's foot. Chettle. It's run loose, Foster, Clough. It's still loose and put out of harm's way by Dave Higgins. The danger continues to increase as far as Tranmere are concerned. Foster, Wilson, Clough, yes. Well, it's been coming for some little time. There was an increase in the determination which was seen very clearly then on Nigel Clough's face. And the First Division side, a goal behind in the 12th minute, have finally got back level with under 14 to go. Wilson's header, acrobatics by Clough, fine goal. Higgins was tight to him, but nothing he could do, and it clearly was a clean strike of the ball. Forward for Harvey. Wilson in with a challenge, doesn't make it. Oh, and Muir! Amazing stuff. Suddenly, the fairy tale has returned. A few minutes ago, not many would have backed Tranmere to win this one, but Harvey with the break. Poor defending, it has to be said, by Nottingham Forest, and Ian Muir scores his second. Wilson didn't make the challenge here, Foster didn't cut it out, Sutton didn't come for it, and Muir said thank you very much. Glover. Chettle. French Cup! Two apiece. Again, a defender at fault. Not the goalkeeper on this occasion, though. Nice finish. But the ball should have been cut out. Moore didn't make it. And Carr gave Nixon not a hope. Chettle, Moore came for it, completely missed the header, and from that moment, Carr was in. Well, Ian Muir coming forward for some sort of hat-trick. He opens the penalty competition for Tranmere Rovers against Steve Sutton. What an irony it would be if Muir was to miss. This is a bit of a divot, it seems, in the penalty spot. He's got it up on the edge now. Here we go. Muir against Sutton. Well, the irony, courtesy of Sutton's save and not the best strike of the ball that Muir has ever made, has come about. Few boos, consoling pats for Muir. And the Forest captain, Stuart Pearce, with a chance of putting his side into the final. Usually takes penalties with great confidence. The long run up, the hard strike, he scores. Forest are in the final. Nixon to his right, the ball the other way, and Tranmere's story comes to an end. The Nottingham Forest choice includes Tommy Gaynor, who came on as a substitute in the semi-final, and they've also restored to their starting lineup Brian Rice. But they needed that penalty from Stuart Pearce to bring them through to this final against having beaten Tranmere. And this is the Sheffield Wednesday lineup, and they include in their starting lineup 19-year-old Carl Bradshaw. In their semi-final, they came back well in the second half. And here's the man who scored the winning goal, Colin West, and what a fine strike it was too. The man in charge is the man who'll be in charge on May the 14th in the FA Cup final, Brian Hill from Kettering. The sun has stayed to greet the final. Sheffield Wednesday attacking the goal to our right. And this celebration of 100 years of the Football League coming on exactly the right day. April the 17th, 1988 was when the league was founded by Scotsman William McGregor. And it'll be interesting to see whether Sheffield Wednesday are prepared to be a little more adventurous right from the start. In their semi-final, they were very defensive in the opening half an hour. Megson. It's the 15th match of the competition, which in open play so far has produced 20 goals, with 8 games being decided in a penalty competition. Taken well by Rice to Gaynor. Don't think Nigel Clough has touched the ball yet. Gaynor, Rice inside, Clough is square, but Sterland comes away for Sheffield Wednesday. Chapman, Foster at his back. Proctor loses out. Chance now for Forest. Franz Carr. Laurie Madden between him and the goal. Gaynor coming forward. Neil Webb. Wilson has gone out to the right. Everybody else around the area. Webb. Back from Clough. Webb. Gary Megson, who got there first before Gaynor. The league matches between the two this season. Mark Proctor's side has lost out on both occasions. 1-0 at Hillsborough, 3-0 at Forest. Chettle, got a deflection, well grasped. And this 20-year-old goalkeeper, Kevin Pressman, certainly taken his chances to show what he can do. Cut out by Fleming. Gaynor, Clough. Carr had gone too quickly. Clough had to hold possession, otherwise Carr would have been given offside. Free kick against Clough. Trip on May. Maxson. At the moment, there's absolutely no cutting edge to either attack. Maxson. Gaynor at his back. Tommy Gaynor is on his own. He's got to do it alone. Has no help at all. And in the end, he had 3 to take on. Very unfortunate for him that Brian Rice, who was trying to get up, I don't know whether he was tripped by his opponent or whether he tripped of his own volition, but that would have been the ball. If Rice could have got up. Here is Rice. Maxson. And a foul on young Hazel. The first real promise of a goal involved Tommy Gaynor. That's where he might have shot, decided to come back inside, took them all on. And at the other end, West was trying to take them all on. West. Worthington. Trapped by Fleming. Wilson invites him to make a run forward. Clough is just ahead. Carr to the right. Gaynor inside 15. May across. Here's Clough though. Interesting save. Stuff again from the young goalkeeper. And once more the threat came from Gaynor. And when he was robbed by May, Clough shot put over the top and to safety. Pierce. It has gone out. Kevin Pressman has played the last 5 games for Sheffield Wednesday. They've been unbeaten in that period, winning 4 and drawing 1. Worthington. Madden. More up than away by Chettle. Maxson. Proctor. Well kept in by Hazel. Sterland. quality so far is certainly not what such an occasion surely demands. Not easy, of course, to turn it on, but a lot of youngsters in the crowd wanting to be impressed by things like this. Hazel, oh, and over the top by Chapman. Things beginning to improve. Good stuff here by Desmond Hazel. Chapman, the powerful header, but over the top. Pressman. Well, I don't wish to be unkind to two First Division sides, but I would think the small crowd must be feeling that it would be nice if somehow Tranmere could be brought back. Chettle doesn't know too much about what's going on at the moment after that bash in the face. West. Curiously unnecessary return pass, but here's Proctor! Gap opened up in front of him. It was quite a yawning one too, and he really should have got that on target. Yes. For Chettle, he would have known nothing about that. The ball seemed to really hit him on the bridge of the nose. And it took its toll. Well, this is how it happened. I think it was actually hand in the face. I thought he got the ball, but it was a hand quite clearly from West. It might be a shiner tomorrow. And he's got right through. Hazel, Chapman. Oh dear. West. Worthington. And the voices that count down the last seconds have a very young tone. It really is a shame that they didn't decide, the Football League, to use a timekeeper, because the crowd count down the seconds and then the referee adds on his time that he's docked off. So no goals. I would think that young Pressman has enjoyed it, but the rest of us are rather feeling that, okay, we've had a half an hour warm-up. Let's hope there's something in store in the second half. One corner that the first 30-minute period produced. So 30 minutes of the Centenary Festival remaining. It's not attracted the crowds that the organisers hoped. It attracted a very good, or produced a very good story, supplied by Tranmere Rovers, who so nearly made it to the final. And the onus now on the players of Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest to give us a good finish here. Here's Neil Webb. He does need a rather more adventurous approach than we saw in the first period. Perhaps a slight increase in pace wouldn't go amiss either. Here's West. Sterland. Spin by Terry Wilson. It's Gary Fleming. Carr. Chased by Worthington. He's gaining on him. Promising if Gaynor can set somebody up. Good play by Megson. Webb. Fleming. Carr with room to pick somebody out. Webb is up, Clough is up, Gaynor is up. Webb who goes for it, won by May. And there was a free kick, or is a free kick as a result of an infringement. May was the man who was balked, I think. Gaynor finds Fleming in the end. Chase for Carr. He's got him behind. Corner off Worthington. Taken quickly back to Fleming. It was a real giveaway by Fleming. It was actually easier for him to go on than to play it square across if he was going to produce anything. Hazel, just to put in was enough from Chettle. Word from the referee, there hasn't been a booking in the tournament. Might have been a couple in the second semi-final. The occasion won the day. But I'm afraid the sense of occasion is totally lacking here in this final, and it's difficult to see where it's going to come from. Terraces and stands are dead. There isn't too much life on the field. Gaynor. Rice. Pearce. And he went for the shot when there were two there. Shot of some venom. Pressman continues to show good form. And his chance injury to Martin Hodge. A little bit lucky in a way where it fell. Hazel. Clean as a whistle. Chapman. Hugely disappointing header from a man who's passed the milestone of 100 goals in the league this season. Not just in this season, you understand. It's West who felt that. Now Carr. Gaynor is up with him. Rice on the far side. Carr. Still Carr. Scored a couple of times in the tournament. Leading scorer is Ian Muir of Tranmere Rovers. Carr has a chance of becoming the leading scorer, but not if he spurns opportunities like that. Well, he was away here. Decided to come back inside to improve his angle. There was the chance. He wanted another touch, and it destroyed him. Substitution. Mark Proctor comes off and is replaced for Sheffield Wednesday by Siggy Johnson. Long throw coming up. Up by Pearce, only to Johnson. Straight swap in midfield. Madden. Oh! He's given it the other way. Well, Lee Chapman doesn't understand it. The free kick was for the foul by Chapman and not by Foster. And more substitutions to be made by Nottingham Forest. Lee Glover's coming on in place of Tommy Gaynor, and Sheffield Wednesday have taken off Lee Chapman and brought on David Hurst. There's David Hurst. Lee Glover, still 17, the youngest player on the pitch. Megson. Perhaps you can explain to me the advantage of that pass back to Megson. May. Do build up so slowly, Sheffield Wednesday. They're back now where they started. May. West. It's a corner. Worthington has gone across to take it. May makes his way forward. Johnson on the edge of the 6-yard area. Farage. Oh, and what an opportunity missed. David Hurst gave it power. Came off the head of Pearce, straight down. Wembley is unbelievably quiet. Madden. Hurst. He's attacking the end from which another player called Hurst finished off his hat-trick and finished off the Germans here. So that in there's a possibility of inspiration. West. Oh! Megson! Yes! But it's going to be disallowed. There was a handball in the 6-yard area by Megson. Comes now. And Mr. Hill, sharp as ever, says no goal.
Ball has drawn into yet another penalty shootout. Wednesday's Worthington was the first to miss, handing Forest the league Centenary trophy. Forest captain Pearce took it, but received a lukewarm reception from the crowd.